Yeah, that's right. I had created my own personal video chat web application using an AI assistant, and it turned out fantastic. I'm going to tell you how I got started, the struggles I got along the way, and how I got to where it is now, because I don't want you to be afraid to try the same thing for yourself. You can do it, but it's not easy. My name is Tim, and these are the stories of Roll-Call. It was the 10th of March, 2025. The end of Skype was on the horizon. We could see it only a few short months away. This was a problem, because the original 6, my gamer group and I, used it on a weekly basis, anywhere between 3 to 4 hours per session. Now it looked like the empires were going to start charging a fee for anything longer than 45 or 60 minutes per go. That was bogus. We needed more than that. We had tried some other options there that were available at the time. We found them lacking for one reason or another. So during a forum discussion that we were having about AI, I had proposed, I wonder if I could use AI to create my own. That way we have control over everything. Didn't know the answer, didn't know how to do it, but I was going to try it anyway.
An old boss of mine had talked about 3 things: desire, aptitude, and skill. If you had a combination of any of those 2, you could be successful. I only had one. I had the desire. I wasn't going to magically develop the aptitude, so I had to build the skill. This is where AI came in. At first, I was just using it as a search engine. It was a lot faster, it had better manners, it was easy to use. I had no idea how much I would come to rely on that thing. I would ask it a series of questions. Name some tools, for example, that I could use to do the programming, to do the coding. It would give me a big long list. I had no idea what any of them were. I would ask it to narrow it down for ease of use, then narrow it down for learning curve, and narrow it down for just the confused primate with a keyboard. It had its work cut out for it. Just to put this in perspective here, I had no coding experience at the time, no education, no background. I was going in blind. So the idea of building something like this from scratch was a crazy steep learning curve. Now, just because things weren't hard enough, I had set some rules for myself during the development. No third-party subscriptions or downloads, all from scratch. As resource light as it could possibly be, so everyone could use it. Totally web-based, no installs, and do not compete with the empires. They had enterprise-level muscle against me in my basement after work.
Using that, I had narrowed down what I was going to begin the process with. I was going to use Visual Studio Code for the programming. I was going to use Node.js for the back end, the server, the brains, and I was going to use React as the user interface. And even though I had a name, I still didn't know what they were, but at least I had a target. I knew where I was going, and this AI assistant came in quite handy, helping me get there. Now, this video, this idea of the stories of Roll-Call is going to be much, much longer than there's just one video. I'm going to ask for your help at this point, and I'm going to continue the stories later on. See, I built this crazy, amazing thing, something I'm very proud of, but now I need you to help me test it. Now, it works great for the original 6, but I was hoping that you could help me give it a real Italian tune-up. See how fast it can go.
And if you do, head on over to my Discord. There's a channel there called Where in the World. Post in there where you are and if you can use it reliably. Please, if you do, I'll put your name in a toque. We'll do a draw, and at the end, we'll allow someone to have their own personalized room and customized background for 2 months. It'll be yours. It'll be fun.
Of course, there's a lot more to tell. I'm going to try and keep these videos short, though, one topic at a time. I'm going to continue on in a further series. Thank you for listening. My name is Tim, and these are the stories of Roll-Call.